Okay, welcome everybody to Gentle Yoga, the 30-minute version. We're going to start off in a first cross-legged seated position. I'm going to recommend if you have a block or a bolster or something to sit on, feel free. And we'll come into easy cross-legged seated position, Sukhasana. And just rest your hands on top of your inner knees and close your eyes and just sit up tall, spine tall and straight. And just feel yourself just starting to slip now through that doorway into this just really sweet, gentle, mellow, 30-minute gentle flow. Just nice and easily start to invite the breath to just start moving in and out through your nose. Most of our day, we don't think a lot about our breath. But in yoga, the breath is kind of the key. You know, it definitely has an impact on our mental state. So as you start to slow the breath down, no hurries, no worries, just allowing that mind to find a little bit of peace and a little bit of serenity. Keep that wave of breath just moving in and out through the nose. And then go ahead and take your right hand, reach it over towards the right on the floor. And then take that left arm and then just reach it all the way up and over. So you come into a nice, easy, seated side stretch. Allow that left sit bone to anchor into the floor as you reach that left arm away. And just enjoy a nice little broadening effect across your left waist, the left ribs, and your left lat muscle as well. Last little reach there. And then come all the way back up. Cross your left hand over to your right knee. And then position your right thumb on the floor right behind your tailbone. Take an inhale, sit up tall. And then on the exhale, roll the right chest open, coming into just a nice, gentle twist. One last little squeeze there. Unravel out of that twist, come back facing forward, and then extend your left hand over towards the left, and then take that right arm. And just let it come all the way across, over to the left, into that side stretch on the other side. Last little reach there. Come all the way back up. Cross the right hand over to the left knee. Left thumb on the floor behind you. On the inhale, spine tall. And then on the exhale, start rolling that left chest open. One more squeeze there. And then turn the gaze forward. Unravel out of the twist. Both hands back on top of your knees, your thighs. And then lean your whole torso forward. And in a clockwise motion, just start to circle that whole body around. Almost like you're stirring a big pot of soup. In yoga, we call this Sufi grinding. In honor of those whirling dervishes that when they go into that ecstatic, heightened state of bliss, they just start spinning around. And just purely on a physical level, you should feel just a nice stretch across your whole lower back and what we call the kidney band. When you're ready, go ahead and reverse that the other way, just in a counterclockwise motion. And then bring that torso all the way back up to middle. And then tabletop pose. So go ahead and remove your block if you have one. Come onto all fours. And stack your shoulders above your wrist. And set your knees beneath your hips. And then cat and cow. Inhale, heart forward, belly drops. And exhale, round through your spine. Inhale, draw the heart forward. And exhale, round that spine. And then just try a few more of those just on your own in your own rhythm. So find a tempo that works for you. But definitely try and do it as slow and as thorough as you can. That way you're not skimming over the surface of anything. And you can really feel all that there is to feel and experience. And come back to a neutral spine. Bring your big toes together. Open your knees out wide. And then child's pose. Let the hips draw back towards the heels. Relax the forehead down onto the floor. And if it feels good, you could even bring the arms behind you instead of having them straight out in front of you. For some of us, that feels better in the shoulders. And then feel that space down in the lower back, the hips, the inner thighs. And as you inhale, just see if you can pull that breath, pull that energy all the way down into the lower areas of your torso. Just filling up that torso with that nice, even, steady breathing. And then go ahead and gently rock your forehead side to side, massaging the front side of your brain. As you continue to create an environment where you get out of your brain, you get out of that thinking mode, and you shift into that deeper place of feeling mode. Instead of thinking your way through this practice, especially gentle yoga, see if you can just feel your way through. And give your mind, give your brain a little vacation, a little break. Extend the hands, the arms back out in front of you. Come back up to tabletop pose, all fours. And then slide your hands forward about maybe 3 or 4 inches. Spread wide through your fingers. Tuck the toes underneath the feet. And then downward dog. Lift the hips all the way up into the air. And then open your feet out wider than your yoga mat. So you want to widen that stance. And then bring the feet forward in maybe an inch or two. And then see if you can come into what should feel like a more gentle, accessible downward facing dog. Still pressing down through the hands, allowing the hips to draw upward, the heels to press down. As you give your whole entire body just a nice, easy stretch. Good. Go ahead and bring those feet back in about the width of the hips. And then crawl your hands all the way to the back of the mat, all the way back by your feet. And then grab your big toes, first 2 fingers. And then flat back. Inhale, draw your heart out. And then exhale, bend the elbows and pull gently the crown of the head down towards the ground. If the backs of your legs are really tight, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. So there's always a way. Sometimes you have to get a little creative and explore a little bit. But there's always a way to find your place within these poses. Now release the big toes. Go ahead and bring the hands behind your lower back. Interlace your fingers. Draw the arms towards straight. And find that wonderful stretch across the upper back and the shoulders and the neck. Open your right chest towards the right. Peel that outer right shoulder back. And then other side, little bend in that right knee. Open that left chest. And then come back to middle. Take another inhale, deepen in. And then both hands to the waist on the exhale. Ground through your feet. Lead through your heart. And then on the inhale, rise and fly. Both arms all the way up. And then hands to prayer in front of the heart. From here, slowly walk yourself all the way up to the top of your yoga mat, just like a walking meditation. Bring your feet together. Relax your arms down. And then half sun salutations. Inhale, arms reach up. And forward fold, exhale, melt down. Flat back, inhale, spine out. And exhale, forward fold. Arms to the sky, inhale, reach up. And both hands back to prayer. Arms circle up to the sky on the inhale. And forward fold, nice and easy. Float down, exhale. Spine out, flat back, inhale. And forward fold, exhale with gravity. Arms up on the inhale, upward salute, reach to the sky. And hands to prayer, back inside. Arms to the sky on the inhale, create that height. And exhale, forward fold, chest on thighs. This time, flat back, inhale, spine out. And then forward fold on the exhale. Step your right foot all the way to the back of your mat. Spin that back right foot flat. And then turn your left foot in parallel to the right. And then crawl between your feet. Both hands on the ground, the width of the shoulders. Come up onto the fingertips. And then take an inhale. Pull your spine up and out. And then on the exhale, palms flat, elbows bend. And just let the weight of that head go. Just a nice stretch for the inner legs, the backs of the legs. You also get some decompression through the spine, through the torso. Just keep coming back to that simple rhythm of your breath. Chances are your mind, your nervous system could really use these moments. You're not being bombarded by all this external stress and stimulation. So you create a little environment to take a retreat, to replenish and to recharge. The more that you give to you, then the more that you can give to others. Come up onto the fingertips. Inhale, extend that heart out. And then hands to the waist on the exhale. Ground through the feet, lead through the heart. Inhale, rise up to standing. And then spread your arms out wide like wings. Turn the right foot, right toes all the way towards the back of your mat. And then flip your right palm up to the sky. And then reverse triangle. So left hand, outer left leg. Right arm reaches up and back. And then press your right big toe gently into the floor as you reach your right hand away from that anchor. One more inhale, stretch back. And then come all the way back up. And then on the inhale, reach out through that right arm. And then triangle. So float the right hand down, reach that left arm up into the air. Open up that left chest. And then extend that left arm all the way out. And we'll come into a little arm shoulder flow here. So inhale, left arm up and back. And then exhale, down and out. So big circle. Inhale, forward and up. And exhale. Try a couple more of those just on your own there. And then go ahead and bring that left arm back up into the air. So back to triangle. Press down through your feet. On the inhale, rise up. And then turn the right foot in parallel to the left foot. Now rotate the left toes forward. Angle the back right toes slightly forward. And then flip that left palm to the sky. And then reverse triangle, other side. So right hand down, left arm all the way up and back. One more inhale, stretch back. And exhale all the way back up. Inhale, reach out through that left arm. And then triangle, left hand down, right arm all the way up. Open up that right chest, inhale. And extend that right arm forward and out. And then shoulder flow other side, inhale, right arm up and back. And exhale, create that big broad circle a few more times on your own. Then right arm back up to the sky. Press down through the feet. Inhale, rise all the way back up. And exhale, turn the left foot in parallel to the right. And then bring your hands to prayer right in front of your heart. On the inhale, extend the hands forward. Same inhale, spread the arms out. Thumbs back. And then exhale, both hands back to prayer in front of the heart. 2 more. Inhale forward, spread and open out. And exhale, palms attract. One more time. Inhale forward, open out. And exhale, palms together. Now circle the arms up to the sky. Inhale, reach up. And then swan dive all the way down towards the ground. Take the hands, grab the outer edges of your feet or your ankles. You could even grab your outer calves. And then on the inhale, pull your heart out. And then exhale, pull the top of the head down to the floor. Go ahead and release the hands wherever they are. Crawl your torso forward towards the front of your yoga mat. So spin your left toes forward. Pivot onto your back right toes. And then step your right foot forward, top of the mat. And then flat back, inhale, decompress your spine. And then exhale, forward fold. Spread your feet out towards the outer edges of the mat. Turn the toes out. And then take a seat, yoga squat. So sit all the way down between your feet, hands at prayer. And then press your palms together. Let the knees open out a little bit. As you get deep into those hips, the knees and the ankles. Now, both hands onto the ground behind you. Go ahead and release down onto your sit bones. And bring the soles of your feet together. And then slide your feet forward so that your lower body is shaped kind of like a diamond. So you don't want the feet close into you. You actually want them kind of push forward quite a bit. And then you're going to take your hands and you're going to grab your inner ankles to start. And then just slide your fingers underneath the bottom side of your ankles. Your elbows flare out. And then on the inhale, pull your chest up and out. And then on the exhale, just start drawing your forehead down towards your feet. And we're looking for a stretch for the outer hip. So there's a band of tissue that runs from the outer hip all the way down to the outer knee. And they call that the IT band. And for a lot of us, that IT band gets really, really tight. So just take several more breaths and allow that tissue to become more supple and more elastic. Nice. Go ahead and ease your way all the way back up. Bring your hands to your outer knees and then close the knees up. Spread the feet out about the width of the shoulders. Bring your hands onto the floor behind you, fingers forward, and then like windshield wipers, just let your knees just start to flow side to side. And then as your knees go one way, you can turn your gaze the other way. And it becomes like this full body, joint soothing little yoga vinyasa flow. And then both knees back up to neutral. From here, we're just going to recline all the way down onto our back, all the way down onto the floor. And then go ahead and grab your shins, squeeze your knees, your thighs into your belly. And then rest the feet flat onto the floor. And then we'll set up for bridge pose. If you do have a block, I'm going to recommend supported bridge. So press the feet into the ground, lift the hips up, and then you can slide that block if you have one. If not, you can always grab several books as well. And you just put that underneath the lower back and you support yourself. Otherwise, you can just take a normal bridge as well. And then just let the arms either open out. If you're in supported bridge, if you're in normal bridge, bring the arms underneath you, interlace the fingers. And just take several breaths wherever you are. Maybe a good 10, 12, even 15 breaths. Good. From here, one last inhale and exhale. Remove the block off to the side if you have one. Relax the back onto the floor. And then go ahead and open your feet out the width of your yoga mat. And let the knees fall in towards each other. And just place one hand on top of your belly, the other hand right on top of your heart, eyes closed. And just attune your awareness back to that gentle ebb and flow of the breath. And then grab your shins, go ahead and hug your thighs back into your belly. And then position the right ankle on top of your left knee, left thigh, and then thread your right arm through your legs. And grab your left hamstring, flex your feet, and then pull the left knee gently in towards your torso as you roll that outer right hip forward towards the front. And then give that one last little squeeze. Relax the left foot down. Open the arms out. Keep the legs as is. And let your knees fall gently all the way over towards the right. Outer right ankle on top of that outer left knee, left thigh. And then both knees all the way back up to center. Uncross that right leg. And set that left ankle on top of that right knee, right thigh. Slip the left arm through. And grab that right hamstring, both hands. Flex that left foot. As you roll the outer left hip forward and draw that right thigh down and in. And one more little squeeze there. And just release the hands, open the arms out. And as this time, let those knees come all the way over to the left. Good. Both knees all the way back up. Uncross that left leg. And then grab your shin, squeeze the knees in, hug it in. And then Shavasana. Release. Legs open, arms open, palms to the sky. And last couple minutes to just slip into the heart and soul of the practice. Just completely letting go. Shavasana. Now from here, just start lightly moving the fingertips and the toes around just as you slide back into that physical body. And then go ahead and reach your arms all the way up over your head towards the back and just stretch it all out. Reach forward, grab your shins. Hug and squeeze the knees back into the belly. And then go ahead and gently rock and roll your way all the way up to a last final cross-legged seated position. Both hands to prayer, sealing the practice. Close the eyes, just honoring your yoga, honoring self. And much health. Stay connected and see you on the mat. Namaste.